Hey guys, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, it's 𝗙𝗶𝗍𝗀. Thank you for coming, and for the subscribers, as always, thank you so much for the love. I really appreciate it. As always, in today's video, we have the guest, and I'm pretty sure you all know who she is. 𝗙𝗶𝗂𝗏
Esther. Guys, I'm happy to be here.
Thank you again for being here. Please guys, don't forget to check out her channel in that description down below at 𝗙𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 have people,
Yeah.
we have men, white men,
Yeah.
that actually say that we Africans should be grateful
Yeah.
for being colonized. Because like recently, guys, King Charles and the Queen, they came to Kenya, I think sometime, like not so long ago, like a week or so, 2 weeks back. We don't know what they came to do. I don't know what they came to do, but I heard they came to go to a specific tomb that has maybe they are soldiers, like it's something that was related to them. And I got to also find out that that place is not allowed for citizens of Kenya to access.
Yeah.
So before I even ask Esther what you think about it, guys, watch this clip with us, come back, and let's talk about it.
I wish the King had more pride in Britain. But it seems that every time King Charles visits the West Indies or Africa, he's got to crawl, he's got to grovel, he's got to apologise for Britain's wicked colonial past and pretend it was 100% evil. And it's the whole same story again on his visit this week to Kenya, where activists are hoping that after sorry comes reparations, free money.
The wrongdoings of the past are a cause of the greatest sorrow and the deepest regret. There were abhorrent and unjustifiable acts of violence committed against Kenyans as they waged, as you said at the United Nations, a painful struggle for independence and sovereignty. And for that, there can be no excuse.
The King's slamming of British history in Kenya, the right thing to do, or is he letting Britain down a bit?
Well, it's absolutely the wrong thing to do. The King is supposed to be our envoy around the world, not going around on an international apology tour. And they're trying to spin it as the King stopped short of full frontal apology. Well, that's just a technicality. That was an apology. And we've seen it time and time. An apology is not enough. Next comes the handout. Next comes money. But, for the Kenyans, we have actually given them billions of pounds over the years. They are a member of the Commonwealth. In fact, £132 million investment in Kenya went there just a couple of years ago. And can I just say, whenever we see incidents take place in this country, if we see a terror attack or something like that, we don't ever expect an entire community to apologise for the actions of one rogue individual. So why should our entire country now, and every British person living in it, and our current serving monarch, apologise for things that had nothing to do with him? Where are our reparations from the Norman conquerors or from the Viking and their ancestors,
Well, listen, there are bad things we did. There's good things we did. I mean, the intertribal slaughter we helped to ameliorate. We gave you democracy, even if Kenyans don't always live up to it as they should. We gave you the gifts of the English language. We gave you the rule of law. I mean, there are many institutional things. I've been to Kenya. I look around and I think, wow, if the British hadn't been here, this place would not be quite as good as it is. Not that the Kenyans have quite lived up to the legacy they were left.
But also, if it hadn't have been us, it would have been someone else. I mean, the French were at it, the Portuguese were at it, the Spanish were at it, everyone was at it, OK? So if it wasn't the Brits that had gone in there at that particular moment in time, it would have been somebody else. And I don't see these other countries queuing up to apologise either. But it just ties into something else that's really going on in this country as well, which is, what kids are going to be taught in school today, don't you? That our king has gone abroad to Kenya and apologised for our past, which gives teachers another excuse to teach youngsters in this country now that Britain's past is terrible and that we were an evil force around the world. I mean, I've always said this and I always will, that the world has been very lucky to have Britain, actually, and at times it has been a gift to the world. Yes, there were historic wrongs. Yes, there have been things that have gone wrong because things were different. Times were different back then. That's not to excuse them, but we shouldn't be apologising for those things now.
Esther,
Yes.
what do you think about these men of what they said?
I think these men are proud, first of all, of their country, as any other person should be. And they are proud that their king and their queen is here in Kenya to do some business that should not include apologizing.
Oh, actually, that should not include Kenyans knowing why you are here in the country.
If you are any person and you're gonna fall from the skies with your private jet and come to the land of the people that do not look like you. And because now the place that they went to, the citizens of the country, Kenyans, are not allowed to go to that place because it's so sacred for them.
Yeah, I found it actually weird.
Yeah, it's like their only sanctuary. But in your country, you do not have access to this part of their country. Only them
have that access.
Yeah, as if there's an African president who has his own sanctuary, a place where white people cannot go in the UK, in England.
Do we?
We don't. So
yeah, it just doesn't make sense, because if it is a historical place, where events happened, whether they are white, black, or blue, or whatever,
the people of the country should know.
The country should know about it and should go and see it and learn from it,
so they can know why you're here.
Yeah.
Because now, if they're not gonna know what you're here, you're still gonna have to say something, so we know at this lie, like apologizing.
Why are they even still coming? Like, what did they bring? Okay, they came, they showed up. Did they change anything? Like, did anything happen in Kenya? Like, did they give anything that we can see they brought with them?
I don't understand also the president of the country, William Ruto. I don't understand why the white man in 2023, when his grandparents are the ones that colonized your country, you can allow them to come here, and they go to a place where your own people, you yourself, you have made rules for your own people not to go there.
Yeah, and you say you're independent.
And you say you're independent, but still you allow them to come here and say, I'm sorry, with words.
Without nothing.
If he's going to come here and apologize, and he's not bringing some diamonds and billions of pounds to give Kenyans for free, the bare minimum he can do as the king, to exhume the bodies of all the veterans, the white people that died there, and take them back. Because you're here not to apologize for nothing. You're not bringing us anything. And you want to see, this guy is going to come back next year to that same place, in a country where he apologized and brought nothing.
And do the same thing.
And take your people.
Like, you had the men say, why should we keep on giving these people apologies when we actually give them money? We help them with money that they don't actually utilize to do anything better for their countries. And I'm like, ouch. Do you give that money without expecting interest in the loans?
But the way they said it, it made me actually wonder. Like, King Charles did not say this, but a mere news anchor say that on national television. How brazen can they be? What do they try to mean? Are they trying to mean there is some money that the UK is giving the government that we might not know about, and the presidents are using?
Where do you get the money for your budgets? Where? So maybe he's technically right, but he's right because they don't give us that money without expecting it to be paid back. It's not like they are giving without like wanting anything from it. They expect to be paid
for sure
back. So I don't think it's free. It is business, like you say. Like, banks do it.
Yes.
Like, that's how banks work. So is that really helping? But they also give you a gift of English. That's why you are able to speak English, like the man said. They should be actually proud that we gave them the English language, because now they have democracy because of us. They know how to rule because of us. If it wasn't for Britain to have come into those territories, they would not be where they are today. And then in my head, I'm like, so before the colonialists, before those times happened, or when they actually came in contact with our ancestors, didn't we have any rule of law? Didn't we know how to handle our societies? Didn't we have a communication language where we could understand ourselves? Didn't we know how to trade? Like, we didn't know all these things. We're just seated there waiting for them to come and show us like how to move life. Ignorance at the highest level.
It's crazy how open they were. Those news anchors, they
on national television. So when these news reporters go on the national television and say these things, it's like they are trying to change history as well, that they are victims. Because he also said, now our king has to go and apologize for things that our ancestors did that we don't even have any concern about. And then we have to teach our white kids that, well, white people are bad because they did all these things, and like they want to make us like look like we are evil. But you actually did those things. It's history.
According to the way these reporters, these news anchors were talking, it kind of like means in their country, they never teach the young generation about the bad things that they did to Africa. Because if he is afraid that now, we need to teach our kids
that our ancestors did these things, why should we, when we pay them money, who gave you English?
You must be grateful.
Who gave you democracy? You're able to vote for the leaders.
Not us making a video in English right now.
Yeah, you should be thankful. You speak English. No, like, guys, we're being sarcastic, but it's like really ridiculous that this is the mindset of these kinds of people. I don't know, maybe it's the old generation.
Yeah.
Because like now I see young white people kind of trying to come out and speak about like a few of the things that they need to see change. But if you go on national TV and say this BS, it's ridiculous that you want to excuse the things that your people did to other people for their interest. I saw the ladies that were celebrating with the Queen Camilla around, and I'm like, what are you going to get from all that excitement, my
Why
dear?
are you dancing for people that are coming to your country and you're not even allowed to go where they are going?
I just couldn't stand it. It just seems like and it's not even the fault of them as white people at this point, because if we say we are independent and we also celebrate independent days and we say we have independence as African nations, but we still allow people that came and colonized our nations
to have it their way,
just have a free pass to even our places where our people can't access. I don't think it should be their fault. Because if the president Ruto changed the law that all Kenyan people should be able to study about the history of that specific place. I don't think when these people came, they would show any superiority, because like if they come and they are still treated as superior in that sense of, we are the only ones allowed
not
to
even
go
the
to
dead,
this place.
not even the dead white people being superior to that land. If black people, if Kenyans are not allowed into that place, and it's the veterans that died there. I wish it's the white people that are digging the taking care of the graves as well there. It's the blacks, right?
But they also showed that it's actually the Kenyan guards that guard that place, not even the whites. So
what in the confusion is
going on? What in the independence we have in Africa?
Lol.
I find it ridiculous, like this sense of entitlement from these people that don't even want to teach their children of the atrocities they did to different kinds of people, indigenous people that had their freedom and it was taken away out of greed, out of manipulation, out of a lot of hate, and they don't want to see that be brought to the light to their children to study about it. But they try so much to teach their kids about how we, the indigenous people, are the bad and we are the problem, and how we are not productive, how we are not anywhere part of civilization, how we are the ones that just beg and get things for free, how we are the ones that are violent, how we are the ones that are all these bad things. But when it comes to them talking about their part on how horrible they were in history, then there's like, no, we don't go there. Like, our kids should not know about that. But they should know about how you black people, how you Africans, how you indigenous people are mean and uncivilized people. Double standards, entitlement. I can't. Like, I don't even take these people any more serious. Like, if every time I even see these videos, I don't even get pissed. That's not even worth my energy to get pissed about, because like, why should I? This person is just wasting oxygen for other people that are alive. They should not be existing in this 2023, especially. They shouldn't be existing. Am I lying? Do you have any last words?
Let us know what you think in the comment section. But I'm just here to tell you, is Kenya independent or it's not?
Or is Africa independent? Or if it's not, are we? Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to 𝗬𝗍's channel. The channel will be in the description at 𝗬𝗶𝘀𝗰𝗄. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.